Okay, this is the transmission I've had out of the Durango quite a few times actually. And I was watching one of my old videos and I saw something that didn't quite look right to me, so just kind of taking it back apart. I heard something when I was putting together the direct pack onto the forward, so I'm going to take it apart and just make sure that what I heard was right. And I think what happened, well, actually, I know what happened. I put too many clutches on. Why I didn't see it before the first 3 times I took the transmission apart was because that the spacing, because it's an aftermarket drum, okay? I got a Sunex drum on it, and the drum actually had a different depth to the machining, and the spacers that I used, I didn't realize that I couldn't use the same spacing, even though the end play when the transmission was together, even though the end play was set correctly. I didn't realize that the pressure plate was actually hitting the forward. So I finally I got the spacing right. I had to take down the pressure plate. I had to grind the pressure plate down again, and I got it all together. And maybe I wasn't paying attention at the time, but at any rate, I'm taking it back apart. You guys will see in the video. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what happened here, so that's kind of where we're at. And you know, I really don't mind taking things apart like 5, 15 times. Hold on, I'll be back. I'll go get some tools. At any rate, let's see. All right, so I got some tools. Do I want to take the valve body out again? I don't know. I might. So I don't mind taking apart things more than once or twice, or hell, even 3 times. Okay, because every time you do something, you get a little bit better at it. Okay, I know some people they say, I gotta do this again. They throw tools and this and that, and they bitch and complain, and I don't. And a lot of that is because of my father-in-law. Okay, so he hold on. So anyways, where was I? Sorry, I had to go get some duct tape. I forgot I was working on a Chrysler transmission. But anyways, father-in-law. So why do I say that? So we used to work together. We had a shop, okay, and he used to say, we'd work on stuff, right? And I would get pissed. I'd get so moody because I worked on something before. I messed up or whatever, or we just had to take it apart again for whatever reason. And shit happens in a shop. You just. And he finally comes up to me. He's like, "What's the problem?" And he's Spanish, right? So he has like kind of an accent. It's like, "What's up, buddy?" I did this before. I messed up, and I'd go on a rant. I'd get pissed, and he'd be like, "Hey, don't worry about it. If you do it 1, 2, 5 times, it doesn't matter, because every time you do it, you'll learn something." And by the way, the more you do something, the more professional you be at it. That's like, yeah, but I got pissed, I gotta tear it all down again. And he's like, so what? What's the big deal? You wake up in the morning, you put your shit in the toilet, you drink your coffee, you go to work. A lot of people can't say that. And I'm like, well, it just sucks. He's like, yeah, it sucks. Of course it does, because you did it before. But that's all right, because you live and learn. And I'm like, all right. So I kind of just calmed down, and I've, you know, I was, this is back when I was young too. So at any rate, this is back when I was young. And, you know, ever since then, I just kind of took it as it was, and I was like, yeah, you know, he's right. It ain't so bad, because every time you do something, you become a little bit more proficient in it. And so ever since then, I would always remind myself of what he said. And like I said, you know, I said in my other videos, I'm really fortunate to have the people I have in my life. So I'm very grateful for it. So the joke was in the shop, if we had to do something again, and you know, it's a shop, you know, you had comebacks, so, and we were learning together. And the joke in the shop was, well, by the time you get done, you will be a professional at it. So I love him for it. He's different, and I think that's what I love most about him. So, oh, this is kind of what I did here. The holes, these holes are all chamfered, okay? The wear surfaces, anywhere where it rides on a surface, I took a Scotch-Brite pad and I kind of polished the surface a little bit. Let's see. I'll go through it as I take it apart. This channel right here, okay, you see that? I actually drilled this out bigger. The stock one, it actually has a taper to it, and I believe it's like 2 sizes to 1 size, but it's a bigger hole now. It has more oil going to the support right here. I'm also going to have a filter right before this, so the oil will get filtered before it goes back in here. Even this has been chamfered, the AN, it's been chamfered inside. It's been drilled out inside the AN fitting, because these AN fittings, they kind of like, they have a reduced orifice. So the inside of this case also has been smoothed. So in here, you have the fiber element, as you can see. Now these studs and nuts, I ordered them online. I ordered these online, the spacers, okay? I think there's like $5.99 each. And I remember this one had to, yeah, I got it. All right, let's just, I had to clearance for the solenoid, okay? See, 2 spacers, stock oiling plate, but I had to, actually, give me that back. I had to clearance that, okay, for the solenoid. And this is Cope Racing Transmissions. There you go, right here. See that? Beautiful pieces, by the way. He also numbers his solenoids, his trans brake solenoids, which I thought was that attention to detail right there. I will give them my money all day long. But that kind of attention to detail is I think, is kind of getting to the point of now where it's unheard of, and to see someone do that and to take time to number his valve bodies and to put like little sayings on it, and to actually personalize it, like he'll have like an ID plate for you, and he'll say, he'll write out your name, and this was specially built for this asshole and whatever. So I think that's pretty cool, So